Hey, hello there. Welcome to Karotul, an organization which helps people to understand what is networking and to become great networking engineers and getting high paid jobs and become successful in their career. But before all that, if you have never heard about networking, if you're completely beginner into networking and you would like to know right from the basics like why, what is networking, how does it work, without getting into too much technical details, this is the right place to start. So let me answer you what exactly networking is. My name is Arpit Pandit, and let's get started. So, networking is enabling communication, right? So, basically, if you have two or more devices which want to exchange information, that will be called networking. Similar to talking, right? Just think about two people talking to each other. So, what do you need for two people to talk to each other? What are the essential ingredients you need? It's the same things you need for two computers also to talk. For example, let's say I have two computers. I want to connect them and I want to start or enable communication between them. That is networking. So the first thing I need is I need two computers, right? The operating system. Similarly, we need the two friends so that they can communicate to each other. If only one friend is sitting there and talking alone, we would call him crazy. So we need at least two people there. Second thing is that once you have some data inside the computer, it needs to get out. So of course, the data needs to get out from the system using some door or window into that particular system, physical hole into the system, not technically completely physical, but it's called the interface. So networking, the door or the way we send the traffic out or get in is called the interface. In real world, if you think about two friends, what do you need to communicate? Now, of course, let's say you are sitting with your friend and you are saying, hey, I would like to go for a coffee. So you think that thought, but that thought has to get out of your system, right? And you use mouth and ears for that. So you use your mouth to say, hey, let's go for coffee. And your friend uses his ears to listen to this message and respond back. What are you talking about? Let's go for beer. It's already evening, right? So basically, you need mouth and ears to get the data out of the system or get the data into the system. In computers, we call it the NIC cards, right? Or network interface cards. All right, so we have this information. Now, what is next? So the data gets out of the computer and it needs to go to the other computer. So it has to use some medium to go from point A to point B, right? And that's where we use the media, which is wire or wireless. So you use a cable between two computers, or you can use Wi-Fi as we all have in our laptops, computers, mobiles. We always use Wi-Fi everywhere, but that is also a kind of medium. So what will be the real example or the comparable example if two people are talking? So let's say I'm sitting with my friend. I think, hey, I want to go for a coffee. I use my mouth to say, hey, let's go for a coffee. So of course, when I'm using my mouth, I'm creating sound waves, right? And sound waves need air to travel from point A to point B. So if we don't have air between us, of course, first of all, we will die. So that doesn't make any sense. But if we don't have air somehow, let's say we are in vacuum, we won't be able to propagate these sound waves. So what do I need? Give me some air, right? We need air between two people to enable them to propagate the sound waves from one point to another point, which is similar to the media. But you know what? This is not enough. Although it looks like everything is there, I said something, sound waves travel to my friend, and he listened to me, and because he has ears, everything looks fine. But you know what is missing is the protocols. You need to have the common protocols between two computers, and protocols are nothing but the piece of code which is like applications created for networking. The similar example for two people talking would be the common language. Think about this, that if I am talking something to my friend, I have everything. I have mouth, he has ears, we have air between us, but I am talking in Thai, Thai language. And my friends say, what the hell are you talking about? I don't understand anything, right? So you need to have the common language to propagate the message and so that the other person can comprehend the message, right? So that is called the protocol. So what is the networking protocol? What is the networking language? It's the protocols, right? And the protocols, as I mentioned, it is just the program or the software created with only one thing in mind, networking, right? And don't worry, we have a lot of protocols and we will go through them later, but the basic idea needs to be clear. And you will see that just one protocol is not enough. Just like one person is not enough to get your mails from one place to another place, right? And nowadays we have the emails. But earlier, if you send a physical mail to someone, a physical letter to someone, it has to go through the mailman to the local office, then to the central office, then it has to go to another city or country where you are sending the email. So the whole 9 yards, right? So a lot of people are involved and a process is involved into this, and that is called a protocol suite. Protocol suite is nothing but the set of protocols and the order in which they needs to be used to enable only one thing, and that one thing is networking, right? So more on this topic later in the next video. This was just a basic idea of what networking is. So now you know what is networking and how does it work. It is the enabling communication. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you into the next one.